Once again, I'm Smith Pettis, and I do have a book out, Pt2 Volume 2. I'm gonna do a couple more pieces because I want to get these people up here. So just bear with me. This next one. What I do in this book too is like, I talk about a lot of current issues right now, and one of the things that I'm really stressing is for young people like themselves to really get involved with the process, because only you being involved will have any real effective or enduring or lasting changes. So I really find it important to reach out and try to reach across all cultures, all barriers, because when it all comes down to one thing, you know, we all in this thing together. So don't listen to all that spin crap about, you know, this person is this and this religion is that and this color is this, because see, that ain't what it's about. This is about the human condition. This is not about the color condition. This is not about the culture condition. This is about the human condition. So that's why, you know, this is a very important and a very dear thing to me. I really, really believe in everything that I wrote. But this piece right here, anybody ever heard of Bob Marley and Pt2? Well, this piece I wrote in honor of them because they were two of the greatest prophets that ever lived, and they were a great influence on me. And so I wrote this in the 80s, and this one is called Babylon. Adorned in silver and gold, laying claim on many men's souls, bowing to worship at her feet, in her temples of cake and deceit. Her perfumes and silks they treasure, she offered up her pleasure. The blood of saints upon her breath, the innocent she put to death, drunk on her wine of corruption, for violence and destruction, feeling no remorse for what she's done, that great word called Babylon. Her vessels are heavy laden with the fruits of Satan, with her lust and fornication, she has deceived all the nations. She engaged the world in iniquity, but the world's too blind to see. Of her riches, her merchants boast, fighting to see who gets the most. The mother of the harlot, arrayed in crimson scarlet. She has no guilt for what she's done. The great whore called Babylon. With violence, she will be cast down, devoured with a roar. She will rise no more. When she falls, she will weep. For her sins, she will reap. Woe to those she led astray. With their souls, they will pay. Her kings and princes will mourn. From the earth, she will be torn. As it is written, it shall be done. The destruction of Babylon. Her cities of a foundation will be laid to desolation. destruction will be complete. She will lie in utter deceit. She will topple to the ground. Not a trace will be found. For the blood that she shed, for the nations that she misled, when she comes to sudden death, not a stone will be left. Not a trace under the sun of the great horror called Babylon. Thank you very much. All right, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. This is a new one. This next one actually was inspired by a Lauryn Hill tune, and the name of the tune is called something time. Remember time? Freedom time. Anyway, it inspired my technical advisor, media advisor, Mr. Stan Ward over there. It inspired him to write some music, and I got a poem called Rising of the Beast on page 354 of the book. So I'm gonna attempt this. This is the first time I ever did this one, so I know I kind of stumbled a little bit here and there tonight, but you know, that's showbiz, baby, you know. Anyway, though, we're gonna attempt this new one. This is called Rising of the Beast. Suffering, great tribulation, in the jungles and desert heat, rivers of blood flowing, oceans of misery, the human condition, as bad as it can be, murder in the hills, genocide in the village, bands of demon hosts, rape, burn, and pillage. How can the international community stand idly by while innocent men, women, and children horribly die? When will the destruction stop? How can we sleep? When murderers rule the world, it's the rising of the beast. Foreign and domestic policy, no regards to the Constitution, a corruption of democracy, another final solution, immoral men in control, under the banner of morality, enjoying their finest hour, while the whole world bleeds. Warmongers get rich from the carnage. There's no end to their greed. In the eyes of the world, we are tarnished from dirty tricks and dirty deeds. Murder is free at Virginia Tech, killing all that cross his path. No one knows how it came to that. The nation grieves in the aftermath. The wolves are feasting, dressed like sheep. These are evil times. It's the rising of the beast. Wildfires raging in the west, terror and war raging in the east. The pain grows, the blood flows, and the sewer of lost humanity. And the city streets a different war. Neighborhoods under siege. Guns in the hands of foolish youths. A spike in gang-related fatalities. Fueled by foolish illusion. Chasing lead dirty dollar bills. The value of life has diminished, no regards to who they kill. How can they justify their deeds? How in the world can they sleep? When human life is less than dollars, it's a ride another beast. I also like to announce everybody stick around. It's going to be a raffle. Be some books by Professor Cope, David Cope, Poetic, Laureate of Grand Rapids, and also a copy of my book, Poetic Soul, and I will personally sign it. Also, I do have a few copies if anybody wants a copy. But if you want to order the book, you can get it online at barnesandnobles.com, xlibris.com, amazon.com, and smithpettis.com. But this is, I'm telling you, this book is really must have. It took me 3 years to write this book, and I really, put everything into this. So it's like over 40 years of my poetry, and it goes all the way back, man. I go all the way back to my roots. I go back to my lineage, and I found out that on my mother's side, my great-great-grandfather was a white slave owner who had a baby by a Haitian slave, who in turn had my grandfather by a pure Cherokee Indian, who migrated to the Mississippi Delta, where he was a guitar player and piano player. But my mother grew up with B.B. King. She used to tell me all these real colorful stories of how they used to try to court her, and they had the juke joints, because back then every musician that said that they played the blues had to come through the Delta, right? Because that's where the blues were created. So she knew Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Lil Walter, and she used to talk about how they used to come in there and they had their little guitars on their backs and a gunny sack. They got holes in their shoes, and they put the hat down and you throw nickels in there and them boys would take off, So I really used to love the tales that she used to tell me about that. So I guess I kind of got the entertainment thing, honestly, I got it in my blood. This last piece will be featured on my LP called Wordsmith. The name of our group is Wordsmith. It'll be Wordsmith featuring Smith Pettis. And hopefully we'll be coming out with a CD by this spring. The great Donald Kinsey of the Kinsey Report fame will be collaborating. Donald has played with Bob Marley and also Peter Tosh, as well as with his own group, the Kinsey Report. And he goes real deep, so I'm really honored to have him as a co-writer, as a person that wants to help me steer my career and me contributing to their next album that's coming out. So be looking for that. Also, the book Poetic Soul Volume 2, like I said, I do have a few copies if anybody want one. Now this cut I'm ready to do right here is from what I call from real life, okay? Because I wrote this while I was riding on a bus, and I started seeing all these stories unfolding in front of me of these people that were riding the bus. Because, every time I would come to a city, I would be perpetually lost every time I got on the wrong bus, So, I said, wow, man, I can't, but this one day, I think I got on that bus for a reason. Because I seen something happening and I started writing about it. It was something that I could relate to for real. So I started writing about it, and I like to call this piece Junkie on the Bus. Once again, thanks for coming out and supporting the cause. Glad to see all of you out here. Thank the Jules Creative Writing Club and the GRCC for putting on such a great event. Hopefully we'll be able to expand on this in the future. Anyway, check this little thing out. Junkie on the Bus. Again, Getting on a bus, not quite knowing my destination. Sitting among nameless faces, some looking south, some showing desperation. Y'all grew up this song with a baby that laughs an infant birth, but she's still a baby, dealing with a dog hurt. A man gets on with everything, the arms in the bag. His eyes longer yesterday than the things he once had. We have buildings, some tall and proud works of architecture. Others creeping as a foundation. From the years of wait selling in, some are being laid to rest, just around the bend. I pass these of power, where they make laws and rules. Decisions that affect the lives of millions in the hands of wise men and fools. While all these things are going through our head in a rush, I looked around and seen a junkie on the bus. We rode through downtown, headed for the urban black. People hurrying to and fro, trying to figure out their plight. Dilapidated buildings, like stores and eyes. People reluctantly getting off, going to face that they despise. I seen an old man dressed in tattered clothes, and his kids standing on the corner, draped in fake gold. So I ride in circles, with nowhere to go. Some seem hesitant to step out among the debris and the snow. A bunch of kids were gone, laughing and talking loud. Some people sink deep in their seats, play the souls once proud. Just when I thought my mind had took it enough, I looked around and seen a junkie lying on the bus. I looked to see some projects on the outskirts of town. People trade one ghetto for another, trying to feel out of bounds. Scattered among the pain, I see the nice house or two, see the moments of joy, far in between a few. As we go around the corner, I see businesses that see better times. I can see the depression by the faded yellow brown signs. I see the fast food joints serving instant gratification. Happening my way right now is a trend of the nation. Taking this long ride on the bus made me part of my fate. Right then I know I had to change before it was too late. While I sit there pondering, it became clear to me. Without the days of the spirit, there was no chance for recovery. So, I pulled a string from my stop. As I was stepping up, my mind was spinning like a top. So I walked towards a place I never realized how my life was touched. Until I remember, I used to be that junkie riding in circles on the bus. Thank you, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Once again, my name is Pettis. Book is Poetic Volume 2, A Voice of Another America. I'll be sticking around for a little while, so you know, if you want to get a book, just come see me. Once again, give it up for Jules, for Mr. David Cope. And as I always say before I leave, peace and hair grease. I'm out.